Hello everyone, I'm Reverb from Trend Micro, and today I would like to share a joint work of myself and our brilliant intern, James Wang, who is still a student in University of Washington. Right, so concurrent testing, why concurrent? Well, in this fast-pacing business, we want everything to be automated and to be able to run as fast as possible. The last thing I want to tell my boss is when he asks, how long does it take for my dev to push a line of code to get the result back, and say, about 3 hours, give or take, but it's automated? No, my boss won't be happy. So yeah, we want it to be fast. Also, we all got very powerful machinery in front of us. It got a lot of memory, got multiple cores, and each of the cores is very fast, very powerful. Yeah, and also it's very expensive. So we want to take every single bit of that. If the above two reasons is not good enough for you, of course, I heard there's a great talk from the great conference. If you haven't heard of that, but you should check it out. Okay, so back to PyTest. Do we have anything for PyTest now? Because it's not like a building mechanism. Yes, we do. We have the XTest plugin. Yeah, it got years of development by the community. It's great. It got a multiprocessing capability. Then second, we have nothing. That's the only one. Yeah. So you might ask, why not just use an XTest plugin? Right. First reason is originally designed for test distribution, but among different servers. In my case, I'm working on 2 projects at the same time, and I only got like 1 server for each project. So I'm not really using the best of the plugin. Second is only support multiprocessing. One of the projects I'm working on is basically API service. So the integration test I'm writing is, well, just sending a lot of internet requests to the service and waiting for the response. We all know that waiting for I/O is not really the sweet spot of multiprocessing. And the third reason is we were not able to do test grouping within the XTest plugin. The other project I'm working on, we got a test called change password. It goes like this. Login, change the password, log out, login with new password, log out, login with new password again, change the password back, and log out. It sounds so good, right? No. If something happens after I change it to a new password, before I change it back, then all the following tests, they will fail. And we'll just get a huge false alarm report from the CI. It's not good for devs, and it will cause flaky test. Right. So we come to this idea, make our own plugin, py.test concurrent. We say concurrent, so it means it supports different modes. It supports multi-threading, multi-processing, and we use stream events, so we'll be able to run the internet requests using coroutines. Also, we'll be able to set the worker amount. So in a less powerful machine, we can only set the worker to be 10. It's OK. But if I got the machine inside the lab, I can set it to max. So it will make sure each of the tasks will get its own concurrent worker. The other feature we have is testing in groups. That is, we explicitly, it's hard word to pronounce, to specify which group this test belongs to. And we will make sure every test in the group 2 that will be executed after we get the result from the group 1. Well, this plugin is fairly new. I got this idea sometime around May. And after James on board, I mentioned this idea to him over lunch. And about less than 2 weeks, we got this plugin. It's like 2 or 3 days ago. So it's very new. So I would like to say, if you're new to this community, or if you heard of the great talk by Cynthia this morning, yeah, you want to jump into the open source community, this might be the one you can start with, because it's new, and so the code is longer. Yeah. Also, this plugin already fulfills all the needs we have in our organization, but we are not satisfied for that. We want it to be able to fulfill your needs in your organization. So please, come check it out and let us know if there's any suggestion or just fire the bugs to us. Thank you. Happy testing.
Great job. Thank you.